Hello all, welcome to Success Channel. So today we are going to discuss about should legal professionals as well as other professionals do exercise every day and should they follow a good food habits. We have esteemed speakers to discuss on this topic. We have Mr. Sachin Daga, he is managing partner Daga Legal LLP, and Mr. Rohit Salwan, he is experienced legal head, and I'm Abhijit Tople, I'm head of legal geo financial services. So let us start. So Sachin, what is the importance of good health in legal profession or any other profession? What is your view?
Abhijit, regular exercise has long been held as the key to a healthier life, and increasing one's natural energy levels and even adding years to life. And study shows that the consistent exercise also provide significant mental health benefits, which can be very beneficial to lawyers given the demands of legal work. As we all know that we are very hard pressed for free time because of the requirement of a typical court workload can be demanding, and including reading cases, drafting memos and other papers, lawyer often live sedentary lifestyle, and they spend much of their time in studying and conducting research, etc., and all the while they are sitting, and therefore mental and physical stress is there, and we need exercise to maintain a balance between the profession and the health. This is very much important. What happens is that if we do exercise, it will generate positivity, which also includes multiple benefits, because as a lawyer we have to be agile, we have to have a good presence of mind, and more importantly we are carrying stress of others, so therefore we have to be fit to carry out stress for others and give performance in the court, and which is also benefit for the clients and for the person itself. Therefore health is very very important in everybody's life, and especially in lawyers life.
Right. Rohit?
Yeah, so I completely agree with Sachin. Long working hour, long sitting hour, and maybe wrong posture also. Sitting is also one thing, but sitting in wrong posture, because when you work, you don't much concentrate on our posture also. So wrong posture, wrong working hour, wrong slogging vis-a-vis, not only correct what Sachin says, not only the kind of pressure lawyers take. It's like a client generally don't give a brief to a counsel, but they will give all attention to a counsel. Ki now it's your baby, you need to deal with it. So we need to be from corporate also. I also sometimes feel like somebody from internal departments give a complicated matter to us. You need to deal with it. Now it's up to us to do a brainstorming into it, give our lengthy working hour into it, or maybe we'll outsource also, then it will translate to the external advocate. So this is like a chain reaction to it. Everybody is passing a buck of its tension, its workload to somebody else, but everybody is sharing one or the other kind of a tension or a workload. And on the top of it, the bad food habits that we'll have, because whatever we'll find in that very uh, strangulated kind of working hour, whatever the junk we'll got it, we'll eat that junk at the end of the day. Sometimes we'll eat, even if I saw so many people, even if they are eating typically a home food, they are eating without warming also. It's like a typically eating a cold food. That is also not good for our health. So bad eating habits with the wrong sitting, wrong posture sitting, long working hours, mental draining, mental exhaustion, and on the top of it, the traffic that will everybody who lives in metro. Traffic is also one of the thing everybody has to deal with it, even if whatever mental exhaustions or maybe physical exhaustions you have done. At the end of the day, reaching office or reaching home, at the end of the day, reaching home is again, it's a Herculean task for it, because it will drain you further till you reach home. So yes, one way or other way, you need to, drain out yourself, you need to vent out your system, you need to clean your system. And I think exercise is one of the, way to, pull out all your toxic from your body. So yes, that's exercise becomes very, very important in different scenario.
Right. So people actually put a lot of oil and other, stuff in their cars, right, to
Yeah.
keep it functioning, so that they can reach
Right.
their offices. But they don't,
Mm,
think about their own body. Body is just like a
mm,
machine. Their brain is like a machine. So if you're exercising,
Yeah.
definitely it will help your brain and the body to, keep you fit and do this legal work. Not only legal, but I'm saying for everyone here, like for doing any good work, you have to be fit and fine. So, Sachin, next question is for you. Do you think that people give sufficient time for exercise?
Very good question. And in today's scenario, especially the initial days of lockdown, everybody must have resolved to pay attention towards fitness. But you know how many people have kept up that routine, and not, it's a question mark. The only point which I would want to make over here, before I discuss this question, people need to decide, first of all, whether this exercise is a task which they have to perform, or they should enjoy this exercise, and which is, at the end of the day, which is going to be benefit for them. So the people who think that this exercise is very important, not only from point of view of maintaining their health, but their mental health also, so they will take out time. But people who think that it's a task for us and they have been forced to do that, they will never be able to give time to exercise in today's world. They can come up with so many excuse, they can come up with so many excuse. So therefore, uh, still I find people, and especially in our profession, we find people, they are not able to give time because they think that it's again a task. And if this exercise has been converted into a task, then definitely they will not be able to take out time. So one example which I will give is very important, that if a person thinks that I have to do, say, 5 days a week exercise and 1 hour should be there, I am telling you it will be very difficult for them to be continuously doing and performing this task. This will not happen, because at times we are hard pressed and we will not be able to have a routine type of exercise, going to the gym or going to the garden for a walk. It is very, very difficult. So therefore, my first question to everybody is that, do you think that exercise is a task? If it is a task, then yes, taking out time is very difficult. For me, what I always believe, that exercise provide a boost of endorphins, which is a very, very important kind of a hormone, which makes you feel more optimistic and positive throughout the day. That is very important. So for me, doing a exercise is not only for the physical fitness. I don't want to be having six packs or something like that. For that, I want to go to gym and take proteins and other things. No, I don't want that. I want to be fit, and therefore, it's not a 5 days regime for me. I will take out my time during my day also, lunch hours, evening hours, whenever. But I make sure that I have to do some or the other exercise throughout the day, and that time I have to take out. That 1 hour can be any point of time. Say say 15 minutes, 20 minutes exercise, or whatever. And since we are in a digital environment, I always, even in fact, right now I'm wearing a smartwatch, so it tracks that how many steps I am doing. So it doesn't matter that 5,000 steps at one go, or at a different level of time. So I do it that way so that I don't miss out on those, and therefore time is no bar for me, and I can do exercise at any given point in time whenever I can get. I make sure it's there in my mind that I have to do this and I will perform. So people who are not able to find time, my message to them would be that in a day you have to perform. You don't have to be in the gym or at a particular place all the given time. You can be in your office and you can do exercise. In fact, what I do, we usually get now during this pandemic, lot of calls. So as soon as I get a call, I start walking. So therefore this is also a part of exercise,
Right.
I can do that. And therefore I take out my time. So people saying that I don't have time, I disagree. You have to figure out, ultimately investing in your body is very important than earning wealth. Otherwise whatever wealth you will earn, it will very very quickly go away if you are not fit.
Right. So basically, people take adjournments in court, and now if you are taking adjournments in your life, definitely you are going to
Yeah.
lose that case.
Yes,
Correct.
yes.
Yeah. So Rohit, what is your view now?
Yeah, correct. I agree. Because it's good. What Sachin says is absolutely correct. It's good if you'll stick to some regime. It's very good for you. But if you'll not been able to follow some regime, at least small steps, like rightly Sachin said, we got a lot of calls. So walk when you talk. I think it's a slogan of some telecommunication company at one point of time. So you whenever you got a call, so whenever you want to talk, at least take a walk, because our one call, sometimes 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, it will take. So if possible, you can take a walk and you still can talk. So that is one way of doing it. Keeping yourself involved into an exercise. I completely agree on the other points of Sachin also. Sticking to a regime may not be possible for everybody in today's world, because I told you, in a metro cities, you never know, how many hours it will take you to reach home. So it's not anything fixed. Maybe you would have hired a trainer for 8 o'clock. You've not been able to reach before 9 o'clock. So it makes no sense. But yes, small things you can do, small exercise you can do. While sitting also, there are so many exercise that you can stretch your legs also, for that matter. You can walk also whenever you can walk. You can have a small walk before your lunch also, and take stairs instead of lifts. These are small thing which I actually practice whenever I get time, you don't get time. So there are few things which I, if even if I, I still remember, 6 floors of a building, I still used to climb stairs. It will take 5-10 minutes more. Maybe initially you will feel out of stamina also, but at one fine day you will feel, this is a better way of doing exercise. You are reaching to your workplace, you're climbing 6 floor, and that will give a lot of agility to you, that matter. So yes, small things you can add in your regimes, which can make you a better healthy person. And time is not there. It's absolutely an excuse. If somebody really want to come pick time from its daily routine, I don't think it's such a rocket sign. And fixed timing, I am not a kind of a believer ki morning time is the good time, afternoon or evening time is a good time to do exercise. Whenever you'll get time, please do exercise. It's good that you do in morning, but it doesn't make difference if you are doing it in the afternoon or in the evening. You will burn the same energy. I can understand at the fag of the day, if you're doing an exercise, maybe your body is already little lethargic, but still that exercise at the day end will also give you a lot of boost. You can actually sleep well, I am telling you. I used to be a nocturnal person, don't sleep before 2 a.m., 3 a.m. kind of things. But the moment I started getting into exercise regime, believe me, I was so kind of exhausted after long work and exercise, that I almost crash when I get into my bed. Within 10 minutes, 15 minutes time, you will get a sleep, because your body is no more left with an energy and everything. And very well said with Sachin also, the kind of hormones it is released during exercise, the kind of toxic that will actually throw out from our body during exercises. All these things is actually make entire body calm and compose also. And whatever stress you carry, I am telling you that exercise will actually make you, it will feel better
Right.
despite a long day. Because I am usually an evening kind of a exercise, because morning it becomes very difficult with all the household chores and sending your kids home and all those things, and sometimes you don't get up also. So it's better, I always keep my evening schedule as an exercise. So even if, after a long day of jogging in the office and everything, even if you're doing an exercise for half an hour, 1 hour, 45 minutes, how much time you are giving to your body, that at the end of that exercise you will feel better. Only I am telling you, you will feel much better. You'll feel your body becomes very relaxed at the end of that session. So whatever time you pick, whatever timing you will give, it's up to you. It depends. Everybody knows their regime better, their routine better. So you can customize your things rather than coming up with an exercise. I can't wake up, wake up at 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. or 6 a.m. I can't do in the evening or the afternoon. Still you can. I don't believe this thing. Still you can, pull out some time for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rohit, do you have any fixed exercise routine, and how do you manage between exercise and work?
Looks 3 years. Yeah, 3 years back, I started getting into this running thing. So I kept a trainer for keep myself running. So the 5 kilometer, 10 kilometer, then I ran half marathon also. So running is becomes my permanent exercise regime. And besides running, I also do a typical stretching of my body, warm up, cooling down, whatever exercises you need to do before and after exercise. I'll do that also with a mix of yoga also. So that will actually, because running is a complete exercise in itself.
Right.
And top up with a few weight exercise if you whenever you'll get time, once in a week, even if you go, I think that is more than sufficient for you to have a one day for a weight exercise and rest day for your running and your normal cardio kind of exercises or your strengthening exercises, your stretching exercises. I think that is the routine which I am following for the last 3-4 years.
Okay. Sachin?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I also do similar kind of stuff what Rohit has said, but what I did earlier, I was very hesitant in the sense that a lazy kind of a person in terms of going for exercise and walk in the morning. So what I did, I made friends who are like
Hmm.
into running and walking, and what happens is that that gives me a kick that yes, tomorrow we have to go, we have to meet. So we keep on talking while we are jogging and walking, and that's the way it became. So if today I'm not in a mood to go walk, but he will call me up and say that, come on, Sachin, we have to go for a walk. And similarly, I will do accordingly. So therefore, what I did, I became very, very regular. Friends are coming together. That morning, 1 hour, we are chit chatting, what is going on, and so on and so forth. So that become a regular exercise. And once you are regular, then the body has that kind of a routine. The body starts functioning and responding that ways uh, uh, for a particular person. So that's how I started with initially I started with walking and then jogging. I don't want to do intense exercise because I don't want to be, I don't get first of all time, and I'm a firm believer what you cannot do regularly you should not do. So that's how I started with that, and then I picked up one sport. I picked up a squash because
Hmm.
the clubhouse is very across the road of my house. So and squash is something, it's like if you play half an hour you will burn a lot of energy. One of the fantastic game if you have to burn out energy. So I had picked up that. So there are similar kind of, so I do cycling. I have got some bar at home and some dumbbells at home. So whenever I don't want to be at one place like gym only. I have to go to gym only. No, no, no. It's not like that. Whenever I need some time, I have things. So I have got resources. Whatever resources I want to use, I will use. However, still, since I have to be disciplined, I will try and see that at least 4 times a week I should go for a walk or a small jog. That I will do. And a little bit of exercise, sort of yoga, 15-20 minutes yoga, which you can do at home, because I don't know when I am going to get time. So whatever time I will get, but I will make sure that these, out of all these things, I should do certain things. Then I have my son who is 13 years, 14 years old. So I have asked him that, will you take me for cycling? So both of us go for cycling. So that is how I have made certain points wherein people will also pull me, come for cycling, come for a walk. So that is how I am also forced to do that exercise. So that is how I have planned my week and exercise. Nothing special in particular, but yes, I need to burn energy, number one. And the main barometer which I have to do all this is that I need to have my mental strength strong. That is very important. And exercise does help me in memory retention, which is very important in our profession. So
Right.
memory retention is also very important. I keep that in mind while I'm doing exercise. Yes, it keeps me fresh and agile and active and all positive, since all positive energy is there. So obviously it helps in my memory retention also, because we have a sedentary lifestyle. Most of the time we are sitting. Most of the time either we are in court, we are waiting for our matters to come, still we are sitting. So there also, if for example I am in high court is a heritage building. So I take stairs over there. Lifts are there, but stairs are there. So why to stand in a queue? In that time I can take up stairs and I can go. From Bombay City Civil Court to High Court is
Hmm.
also some 300 400 meters. So I take steps. So that's how I have targeted that I have to do 10,000 steps in whatever way I can. So that's the regime of my day for a particular lawyer, as I have to say.
Right. And my day starts at 5 a.m. Earlier, I used to exercise half an hour in
Fantastic.
the morning, half an hour in the evening. But now, since last few years, I'm doing yoga, pranayam, some weight exercise, and then walking for half an hour. So overall, it's 1.5 hour, 1 hour 45 minutes every day in the morning. And then I also follow the diet. Basically, I eat in the morning at 10, maximum 10, or max to max 11, and then the evening cutoff time is 7. After that, I don't eat. So this actually I got
Fantastic.
this habit I got when I was in Jain hostel, basically for 3 years when I was doing my engineering.
Yeah.
So we used to have food in the morning 9 a.m. and in the evening at 6. So it was
Hmm.
really fantastic, the habit, and definitely you can actually see the results on your stomach as well as the entire body.
Hmm.
Such in any food
Yeah.
habit, specific food habit you would like to tell?
You will not believe I am a Jain, and I can correlate what you are saying. But yes, what I do is that again I have put alarms on my watch, and I have my water regularly to because to hydrate my body, because we tend to forget that I do. What I do, I have sweets in the morning or in the afternoon. I avoid sweets in the evening. So some of my friends, they have informed me I have not followed any dietitian, but yeah, that's what I do. That's the main thing. And yes, whatever heavy I have to eat, I try and have it in the afternoon time, not in the evening time. So evening I have my food, lighter food. Since I am a vegetarian, so I only take salads and other things. I don't eat egg also. So, but as other things, I am not tried as on a diet front. But I'm not able to carry on.
Right. Rohit, what is your food,
Yeah, so
habit?
I believe in a balanced kind of a diet. Between diet, when I'm saying balance, means you have to make at least one portion of your diet, at least what do you call, I will call it as a man-made and a God-made diet. When I'm saying man-made, means when you cook a food. God-made means when you eat it raw. So generally, at least one meal of a day has to be a God made. Means as said by certain salads or a fruits for that matter, means which is not cooked typically. Raw food you should have it for a one meal. So I generally take that typically raw food or salads or a fruit kind of things in the afternoon, and morning I'll have a decent breakfast, and at night also I have a decent. I don't eat very heavy either of the, in the sense in either of the meal. I don't take any heavy meals. But yes, I ensure that at least one meal of my day has to be mixed up with a, the man-made and a God-made kind of things. And yes, hydration is very important. So keep yourself hydrated. Drink as much water you can do. Flush as much, the toxins from your body. That is also very, very key. Even if you are not doing exercise, it's good, healthy exercise for your internal organs also, kidney for that matter. So it makes your system absolutely toxin free. Even if you're not doing exercise, you're having a good, keeping your body hydrated. I'm saying it will give you a very good result for that matter. And if you're exercising, yes, you have to, balance your diet also. You need to keep your body also hydrated. Otherwise, it makes no sense. Doing exercise and eating full plate will not take you anywhere. So it has to be, calorie burn has to be, the calorie intake. What you're taking is actually it's less than what you are actually burning. So that's how I keep my diet for the next 10-20 years. That's how I'm
And
balancing it out.
what are the exercises you do daily, and what is the duration of each exercise?
Look, you asking me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So as I told you, I am in the for the last 2-3 years I am into running. Initially, I used to play like Sachin say. I used to play squash because in my other societies squash was there. So I used to play squash there. Cricket also I play, but then when I get into running kind of thing, then obviously because squash and cricket, I'm a I am a prone to injuries a lot of. So squash and cricket, I hurt myself a lot for that matter. So it was started hampering my running. So what I did, I focused on one sports only with full dedication, with full discipline. So running is the only exercise which I am, jogging, running is the only exercise which I am, continuously doing. Alternatively, we are doing with a trainer we have. So yeah, that is one exercise. Sometimes it is mixed up with cycling also. When you are not running, you can do cycling also. One day you can, keep for a weight training also. One day you can keep it for a yoga also. So that's how, with variety of exercise, at least monotonous, you will come out of that monotonous routine also. So yeah, that's how I'm managing my, daily routine of exercise.
Yeah, Sachin.
What I do generally is that, as I said, I go for a jog and a walk with my friends. So that is a regular exercise. Then afterwards, then I do some stretching when I come home, and then as and when I get time, I do my weights or the bar exercise, the other exercise. But it all depends upon the time. But in routine, if you ask me, then jogging is, yes, definitely. That is what I am doing, walking and jogging. And then afterwards, towards the weekend, say in Saturday evening and Sunday morning, I go for cycling with my son. So that is how I have planned. During the day, yes, I do little exercise for walking while I am on the phone, or I take steps when I am in the court. So depending upon the place or the resources I have, I make sure that I have to do my target of 10,000 steps that I do. As I said, I always keep the goal in my mind. The end objective is to have my mental strength better, to have good flow of oxygen. And these are the benefits of the exercise. Also, as a lawyer, I always think that I should not age very fast because of all the stress which is coming. So these things definitely help me to keep going, uh, and physically, personally, emotionally, and in the profession.
Okay.
So there's a reason it is a very important task. Not It's not a task for me. It's a very important part of my whole regime, or to my career, to my personal well-being. That's the best I can give it to my body.
Right. So for me, I walk for 15 to 20 minutes every day. Then I do Kapalabhati pranayam 30 minutes. Then Bastrika pranayam for 15 minutes. Then Anuloma Vilam pranayam. Then some yoga exercises, deeps, at least 40 deeps every day. Then some weightlifting and all for 10 times or 20 times. So this is my routine. At least 1.5 hour or 1 hour 45 minutes I do it daily.
Good.
So, Sachin, my question is now, what is your suggestion to our professionals in relation to exercise?
As I said towards the beginning also, you have to understand one thing: what is the end objective? Okay. So therefore, if you have the end objective in mind, then you will understand that how this exercise is very, very important. So you have to understand what are the benefits of the exercise first, because as a lawyer, we have competent legal services to provide, and to provide those legal services, we need to have a good physical health and good mental health. So therefore, what I suggest always is start with small steps, because we always see, I'll give you one example. Whenever there is a new year, there will be a new year resolution: I am going to do this, I am going to do that, and nothing happens.
Right.
Say after, in fact, people will go and buy gears. That's the easiest thing to do. You will go, you will buy gears, and you will just keep it inside. So my suggestion is that start, see, as you have the you are doing workout for 1 hour 45 minutes, but it would not have come in a day.
Right.
Start with 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever you can. Ensure that in a day you have to do this much. If you will ensure, then you will be able to uh, have some target and you will achieve it. But if you will say that 5 days a week I have to do this exercise, I will go to gym and I will do that exercise, I don't think in today's busy world you will have this kind of luxury for a working professional, especially in the field of law, where you don't know. For example, tomorrow, if I have to go to high court, then I will have to start my day at 8 o'clock. I will have to start, or 8:30. I have to start from my home. So I cannot, I cannot start my day, say, or because you must be, say, reading your files like up till 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock, and then you are waking up at 5 o'clock. So it might not be possible. Sometimes 2 days, 3 days in regular. So therefore, you have resources nearby you. You have to think and you have to plan accordingly. And whenever you will get time. You have got 24 hours, you have got enough time, but you need to allocate time whenever you can get. That's a very, very important thing in anybody's life. And I'm more talking from the lawyer's point of view, uh, as they have a very different, they don't have a similar lifestyle. For example, a doctor will go to a clinic from one time to one time, but for a lawyer, it may not happen. A client can come at any given point in time. You have your meeting at any given point in time. You have to go. You have got different courts to go, and sometimes there are intense cases, and you need to prepare a lot. So therefore, try and manage your time. Yes, of course, morning time is very, very good, but it is a very difficult. It's very difficult for people like you. You can have. There are people who have their disciplined regime, but suppose if you are not able to have, don't. It cannot be an excuse. As Rohit rightly said, that Rohit is also finding out time. So we have to figure out our own ways to do that exercise. Morning, evening doesn't matter. Weekend doesn't matter. In a week, you have to burn so much calorie. You have to go so much step. Accordingly, you plan. There is no single formula or one like a capsule formula for everyone. It's different for different people. You devise your own strategy. What is good for you? What is good for your body? For some people, cycling is good. For some people, sports is good. For some people, jogging is good. But some people, they are not, because of their pain in the ankle, or other places. They are not calf muscles, so they are not able to walk properly or jog properly. So they can figure out other ways. So there are ways and means according to your body. Figure out your ways and means and follow that. That's my message to professionals.
Right. Rohit?
Yeah, to sum up with what the Sachin said, to start with the baby steps. You don't need to rush into any big kind of a regime, or very tough kind of regime you want to stick to a baby steps. Maybe 10 minutes walk, 15 minutes walk, 20 minutes walk. So gradually you need to increase the strength and the time of your exercise, so that your body also get used to. Most of the people, what they do wrong is they'll start with the harsh kind of exercises. The one day only they want to run, like 5 kilometers, 6 kilometers, or maybe they want to walk. They want to walk for a two hours in a day. First day only they want to do that. Don't do
Right.
that. Don't kill your body. Don't exhaust your body in a day one, so that next day or maybe 2 3 days you'll not be able to walk properly also. So don't do that. Start with a baby step. Gradually increase your time also, your the strength of your exercises also. So that's how we need to do it. That is one part of do. Second, upon the timing, don't stick to any time. Stick to a regime. I'm saying whenever you want to do good to your body. There is no time which is right or wrong about it. Whenever you are getting time, please get into some exercise more. Maybe walk when you talk, kind of. Maybe take stairs. Don't take lift. Instead, take stairs. That is one thing. Wherever it's possible, you can walk. And for a market also, I've seen people using their vehicles, two-wheeler or a four-wheeler for that matter, to go to a marketplace which is hardly a kilometer far from their home. So wherever you can walk, please walk, get to the destination, so that these small steps, at the end of the day, it is going to help your body only. So don't stick yourself into a regime which is not possible to to carry out in a particular fashion. Why most of the people fail in getting this exercise regime? Because from the day one, they'll have a goal which is absolutely impossible for a person to do it.
True.
Trust me,
Right.
I'll tell you, I ran 5 kilometer, 10 kilometer, half marathon I ran, but sometime someday it happened, you don't even, your body doesn't allow you to run for a 1 kilometer also. To listen to your body, that is also very important. It's not that.
True.
And what is, why I choose marathon or running is because it's in marathon will calculate a personal best time. We'll call it a PBT. What is personal best? I have a competition with myself. So if
True.
I'm completing my marathon in a 1 hour, so my next goal is to complete less than 1 hour. So I am actually competing with myself. So when you are actually into I, me, myself kind of zone in exercise, we are competing with yourself. That's the best thing of doing it, rather than what other person is getting into.
Right.
What Sachin put across is absolutely correct. Every body has a different dimensions. One suits to one body may or may not suit to other body. Be it exercise, be it diet. I am following a diet where I am skipping a meal, or I am on a typically a raw meal, may not suit to other person who may be a diabetic, or who have a acid problem. So there are concept called intermittent fasting also, where people remains fast on a 15 to 18 hour, but it may not suit to somebody who has a very bad acidic problem. He the body start generating acid at the end of the day. Rather than getting into any diet or weight loss, you'll end up getting into some other kind of body ailment. So you need to understand your body, you need to listen to your body, take baby steps, take a regime which you can follow, go slowly on your body, don't become so harsh on your body, and slowly, gradually, you will see, you will feel a change in your body. You will see your body in itself is actually getting up to get the exercise done in itself only. So that's my mantra, what I follow in a matter of exercise regime. So I am following it with this kind of discipline. I am following it for the last 2 3 years. So that's how one has to start, and one has to keep oneself busy in one or the other exercises.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it was a very good concluding remark. And with this, I think people will definitely get some motivation for doing exercise. They will start taking baby steps, and they will also choose their food habits and what exercise they want to do. So we'll wish them best of luck. And both of you, thank you very much for guiding the viewers, and thank you very much for joining Success Channel.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us.
Thank,
Thank you.
Thank you.
thanks, Abhijit.
Yep.
Thanks,
Thank
Rohit.
you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye.
sir. Bye bye.